Hey, what's up team? We're here for 20 minutes of chest and back. Let's talk about our setup. So I have an optional long resistance band that I've secured. You could also use a loop resistance band with handles. We could also perform the same exercises using dumbbells. So I have a variety of weights. I have a set of 20s just in case, set of 10s, 8s, and 5s. I would recommend using something light, something moderate, and optional something heavy for chest. That's my recommendation. I like options, so I like to keep a variety with me nearby. I'm going to encourage you to come to this warm-up already warm, prepared, ready to go, muscles primed. So if you need to pause this and take our 5-minute stretch from earlier this week, please, by all means, do what you have to do to get your body prepared. So we've got 2 circuits. Circuit 1, 30 seconds each. We're gonna get right into it with some moving push-ups, and then we're gonna move into some rows, followed by some bridging with chest presses. So lots of compound chest back, and then we're gonna sprinkle in some of those smaller muscle movements with our light to moderate set of weights. So let's get into it. 30 seconds on the clock. Beginning with a moving push-up. Now, option to stay on those knees. I'll show you the full move. Take a stride, push it up. Stride, push it up. Now, you can move, drop to those knees, push it up, move, drop to those knees, push it up. Whatever is going to get you through, make sure you're effective though. So if your push-ups involve your booty way up in the air or sinking down, then go ahead and drop to those knees instead. I'm going to take my heavy 20. I might regret starting out with a 20. Just using a chair for support. Like single arm bent over row, okay? I'm starting out with my 20. That doesn't mean that I may not back down to a 10. But if you never try, you never know. So make sure you're driving that elbow towards the back of the room. Go ahead and switch. Nice and tight to the body. Make sure you're secure in your hinge position, so you've got some support nearby if needed. You can also use a step, a couch, a bench. Good. Awesome work. Perfect job. Let's move into our chest press position. I'm going to grab my 10s for this move. Option to hold a bridge. We are alternating chest press. Now I am only using these 10s versus 20s because we do have push-ups in the exact same circuit. But I will say, if you're struggling a bit with push-ups and you really want to work building those pec muscles, that chest, then I would work your chest press, increasing your weights to get a little bit more secure in your push-ups from the toes. All right, if that's a goal that you're working toward, you want to get real push-ups or you want to get more real push-ups in one duration, work on other forms of building up your chest like chest presses, pec flies, etc. That's going to help get you there. Grab a quick sip if you need it. Here we go. Right back to those moving push-ups. Still in circuit 1. Remember, as we push up, we want to focus on a 45-degree bend. So elbows not so tight and back towards the back of the room, but not out in a 90-degree bend either. Somewhere in the middle. slightly bent in that hinge. Perfect, switch it up. Listen to the lyrics of this song. Unstoppable Today. Anybody at any point in time has the ability to change their mindset, to change their state, to go from unmotivated, unhappy, negative energy to a mindset of abundance, stability, positivity, gratitude. We all have the ability to change our state, but it's up to us. We are in charge of our own happiness, not anybody else. We are responsible. Take ownership of it, and you will feel so much more empowered with other aspects of your life. When you realize that you're in control of your mood, your happiness, your trajectory of your life, you are empowered to make so many other different, better decisions than when you're in a negative state. So if you're suffering through your workouts, if you're sluggish, if you're dragging, it's gonna make that much more of a difference when you go in to your workouts, to your meetings, to whatever, with a mindset of positivity, abundance, gratitude. You can do it by a simple gratitude journal or a 5-minute meditation. Let's hit this circuit one more time and move it on to circuit 2. Circuit 2 is a little spicier. Last time for push-ups. I challenge you to get up on those toes if you have not yet, at least for the last 5. We've got 10 seconds to go. Way to work, team. Great job on those push-ups. Let's get into our rows. Go. Awesome work. You also have the ability at any point to level up or level down in your intensity by picking up your tempo, adding some weight. Perfect. Last time for these chest presses. Remember that bridge hold is optional. Good, relax. Set those weights to the side. Woo, good. So circuit 2, we'll be using our band if you have it. So a good time to pull out that band. You'll also need some light weights. All right. All right, team. So we're kicking things off in a kneeling reverse fly. So what that looks like, lighter set of weights. I'm using 5s. I may even go down to 2.5. Hold those weights out, and we're going to flip our palms towards the ceiling. So underhand, all right? And the reason we're kneeling versus standing is so that we can focus on engaging that core. So really working our stability and our balance, focusing on those rhomboid muscles as we squeeze the shoulder blades coming back, okay? Then we've got some chest flies and some banded rows. Here we go. So here we go. Let's try to avoid any major rocking as we perform this move. So again, if you need to grab a very light resistance band and perform this with the band instead, or some 2.5-pound dumbbells, totally worth it. Perfect. Good, now I'm gonna keep these 5s as we move into our chest fly. So option to stay here, or again, activate those glutes a bit. Good, nice strong bridge. Squeezing that chest. Elbows stay slightly bent. Good, we've got 10 seconds, stay with it. Whew. Perfect. Shake it. So we're coming to a kneeling row. So I've got my band secure, and we're gonna go 30 seconds on the right, 30 on the left. Perfect job, team. Now this move, if you're curious, would replace a cable row at the gym. So you can take this workout to the gym with you, and if you don't see any resistance bands, use one of the cable machines, seated, standing, or kneeling. Perfect job. We've got under 10 in circuit 2. Perfect. Shake it. Grab a quick sip of water. Now, if we've got time, and I think we will end with a 5-minute ladder. There will be some burpees, so some opportunity to get that heart rate up with a little cardio. You know me, I like to add some cardio in when we can. Flip those palms up. Now again, if you're in the gym, you can simply use a reverse fly machine or perform this move with cables as well. I know some gyms are opening with a little less restrictions, but let's face it, gyms are still overwhelming. I still get overwhelmed when I walk into a gym, and I know what I'm doing. Very good. Good, drop those weights, single arm rows. Now, if you're at home, make sure your band is secure. We don't need anybody's band popping out of anywhere, smacking you in the face. It's no good. Good. Also take advantage of this little hip flexor stretch. Awesome work. Almost there. Last rep. Go ahead and switch. Good. Perfect job. Perfect job. Grab a quick sip of water. We've got one more round, and we've got our 5-minute ladder. Woo. All right. And in our 5-minute ladder, when we get there, don't be afraid to level up on those weights, because we're not going to get a ton of repetitions in, but it's all about working those muscles when they're already fatigued. So putting stress on the muscles, time over tension, when the muscles are already fatigued, forcing them to grow, all right? So that is all about how we see results. Assuming we have good nutrition, good hydration, we're making all of the other positive choices, and have a well-rounded fitness routine, you can't go wrong, and you don't have to do anything extreme. These workouts, these are the same workouts that I'm doing in my own life. Rarely do I have time to do anything extra. I have 20 minutes, I have 30 minutes, and that's it. I make the most of the time I have. I don't try to squeeze in an hour when it's not realistic. Woo! So if you've got in your head still that you need an hour to get a solid workout in, it's a myth. It is a myth. In fact, you'll get better workouts in a shorter amount of time. Less rest, more focus, better endurance, more endorphins, more conducive for a busy working parent or just a busy individual. Good. Awesome work. Last time, we'll switch. Adjust your resistance here by pulling up or moving back. So if you know this resistance isn't cutting it, take a step back, make those adjustments. Perfect job. We've got 10 seconds. Perfect job. I'm going to set up my clock for our 5 minutes of work. All right, so this is a 5-minute running clock, and I'll explain the moves. So as you know, in a traditional ladder, you start with 2 repetitions and gradually climb. So you go from 2 to 3, 3 to 4, etc., and so on. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my heavy 20. Now, very possible that I will level down to some 10s at some point. But what we've got to start, underarm row. So palms are facing up, and we're in an underarm row position. Moving into a burpee. Full burpee, chest to ground, if you can, without a jump. And then we're coming down to a full back extension to a lat pull. All right, so make sure you've got plenty of room. Make sure you've got your weight options nearby. So again, I'm starting with 20s. Absolutely very possible that I will go down to 10s at some point. Quick sip of water before we get into it. All right, here we go. Starting with 2 reps for each, adding a rep for each round. Here we go. Are you ready? I'm not quite, but here we go. Round one done. I see lots of rounds in our future. Here we go. 3 reps. All right, we are 1 minute in. So is that an indicator? Should be an indicator of how many reps we're getting to today. Whoop. Four. Here we go, number 5. Now make sure you're actively getting into position each time. Five. Woo. Good, good. We are halfway. Halfway. Rep number 6. Now you can't stay down after that last burpee. You gotta finish that burpee rep. Come back to the ground. Woo. Awesome work. Starting rep 7. Lucky 7. We've got under a minute of work. Here we go. Finish strong. Here we go. Starting our 8th round. 8 reps. Woo. 14 seconds to go. Here we go. Time. Woo. 5-minute ladder. You killed it. way to work. I'm super proud of you for showing up. Cool it down however you need to, and I'll see you next time.